Next one from Andy Davis. What was your favorite or most memorable show from the 2017 tour you did with Buckethead and Dan?
The one that stands out the best to me is probably the LA show in the Nokia Theater. A lot of my friends were there, a lot of drummer friends. So I kind of had something to prove to them. Plus, it was one of those shows that just kind of clicked. As soon as we got on stage, everything just flowed. It's kind of like we were all in the zone.
Was that the Halloween show or was that a different one?
Well, it's funny you say the Halloween show was another good one. So I guess let me backtrack. I would say both LA-based shows. The Halloween show was great too, actually, thinking about it. That show was at the House of Blues in Disneyland. That was a great show too. And that one I felt like was really fun because P-Sticks, who helps us out and is basically Bucket's trusted right-hand dude for, most of his playing career, especially live.
I think it's his right?
Yeah. Yep, it's his set up the coolest stage, all these props. He literally got there like at 8 a.m. and just did the whole thing. And that was a great show too. He had some of his family members come out and do a little skit. So that was a great show too, to tell you the truth. Both LA shows were awesome because of, I just think of all the props and the different way we did it and having some skits and just doing some, off the cuff things was rad.
Like he was wearing, I think, an Ed Gein mask and then Michael Myers mask and Colonel Sanders come out.
Yep. The Colonel Sanders thing at the end was awesome. And that was Bucket's uncle, I think. Yep. His uncle. Yeah, it was. He looks like the Colonel, so that's why I was like...
Oh. Yeah. So the next question is from Trumpet on YouTube. What do you and Buckethead normally do between shows while touring?
Our routine is usually, we like to go to malls, and we literally just cruise around in the mall. We just get some food, get some Mrs. Fields cookies. We cruise around, go to the food court and get some fast food. Usually we walk around and vibe people. We love to people watch. So we wake up around noon or get out around noon and we just go there literally till about 5 o'clock till P-Stick says, okay, we got to come to the club. And then we'll just go to the club. But we spend 4 or 5 hours in there just vibing people. I mean, I'm embarrassed to say that. I wish I could say it was art and, going to museums and checking out real things. No, I'm a flipping, mall guy.
Just like mall rats.
Yeah, so that's what we do, people watch.
Okay, next question from Adela Lee Anderson on YouTube. Has there ever been a situation where you were with Buckethead in public when he wasn't wearing his mask and was recognized?
1 or 2 times when it felt like people spotted Bucket or spotted me and then thought, could this be Bucket? I've been confronted at that Tower Records, I remember, with somebody saying, is that Bucket? And I just played stupid and then we just took off.
Okay, next question from Daryl on YouTube. When you tour with Buckethead, how do you decide which songs make the set list and which ones are your favorites to play?
What we did on this last tour was all figured out at rehearsals. So we didn't vary it that much. Maybe if we felt like something didn't work or we just felt like, this wasn't going to be good even for tonight, we would take it out. But we pretty much had a song list that was figured out before.
And Turbine's always on the set list.
Yeah, we always had them in little sections. So it was always okay, right here is going to be all the Praxis stuff. The Praxis medley of all the Praxis songs was my favorite section.
Fans always say that when you do Interworld is the best.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones. That's when we both get to, as we call it, get off. So, yeah. To prepare for that 2017 tour, it was 3 months of us hanging out, jamming together every day, or more even. I say it was 6 months of just us talking about it for a month. Hey, man, he was like, oh, maybe we should play. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll play again. Okay, and then let's start rehearsing. Oh, okay. And then we do the tour. So we were together every day for about a year and a half. I think the way that Bucket and I play together is very unique because of our closeness and our friendship. And you know what I mean? It's like, it's part of the whole thing. I think it's easier for him to play by himself because he doesn't have to, for one, pay a bunch of other people. So it cost him a lot more. And just, he's a sensitive guy. So there's just a lot of people that want to know about him because he's so reclusive and he's very sensitive. So he doesn't want to get worn out. And he doesn't know how to protect himself. Then you got my friends that want to talk to him. You got Dan's friends that want to talk to him. So when he's by himself and it's him and Sticks, they can go right to the club, play the gig, and take off. And he has complete control over the situation. So that's what I noticed on this last tour. I could tell it was getting to him because it was just kind of like, oh, blah blah blah's here, blah blah blah's here, blah blah blah's here. They want to say hi to Bucket. They were my friends, or and he would just be like, oh, okay. He doesn't want to let them down. I think in the end, he'd rather have people around because playing on stage, it is about playing together, the things that we go through and having fun and the experiences. I mean, after a while, it's got to get kind of boring, I would think, just playing by yourself.
Was he always kind of that way, or was it because of the whole GNR thing? Because I feel like the GNR thing affected him more, like made him more sensitive and protective afterwards.
I think he was always like that. I just think that definitely made it worse, and that definitely made him way more paranoid about, wow, weird things can happen, like lawyers coming after me, weird private detectives checking him, whatever it was. And I think in the end, though, it made him stronger. I think it made him think, you know what, I got to just do my thing. Because that's when he broke off and just started doing his solo thing, and then he was never he's never been happier.
Yeah, and released all the music that he has.
Yeah, it wasn't going to happen in Guns.
Okay, next one from Kieran in Plymouth, UK. Hi Brain, hope you're well. Big thanks to you and Buckethead for the music. Will you and Buckethead ever tour the UK or Europe again?
We love to, even more than the States, because I think that, especially in Europe, is just so, responsive to the style of music we play, what we do, even more than the States. On this last tour, thinking about it, it was tough because it just becomes a whole nother set of promoters, equipment, because you can't have your equipment, and Bucket loves to have his equipment. So it's always tough. I mean, it's always easier to do a festival. The price you're going to get, what it's going to be. It's usually one promoter that's dealing with it. You can just go over and do it, or maybe 3 or 4 festivals. But to do a full tour, it takes so much. I would love to, but I don't see it, especially what's happening now in the near future. But the reason we didn't come over on that one, when we decided to get back together and do this thing that we just did, was because logistically we looked at it and it was like, oh man, that's not going to happen. And it was just too much trouble for what it was worth. And it was just for the money and what the amount of work, it was like, well, let's just do the States and then see what happens.
It probably end up costing you money, I would assume.
Yeah, pretty much.